Like, you have one life and this world needs you to be you, because no one can be you the way you can be you. You have a unique set of skills, you have a unique experience in life, and there's a lot people can learn from you specifically. There's a lot people can get from you specifically. So welcome back. Hello everybody. We have another tutorial with myself, Antoine Troupe. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. I've been looking at all the comments, reading all the comments. We live off of your comments. You get the comments that you drop below. I just said comments like 13 times. When you guys give us feedback, that kind of guides what we do with this series that we are doing. So make sure you keep commenting. Let us know what you think, any advice you have, anything you want to hear us talk about. We're going to make it happen for you. My guy MJMendez is filming and editing. Topic for today is 3 mistakes you are making in your career. A lot of this is going to be relevant to anyone, no matter what you do in your career, no matter what field you're in. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, all that great stuff. So let's get this started. Okay, the door just opened. Top 3 mistakes. Also, make sure you stay around to the end. The last one, the third one, very important. Almost like 99% of the industry is making this mistake. And it needs to shift, it needs to change, and then everything for our industry will change. Here we go. The first mistake is in your training, is in how you're preparing for your career and how you are maintaining throughout your career, right? The first thing is training the same way all the time. Just like if you work out in the gym, you have to switch up what you're doing. Both the muscles you're working on, the way you're working out the muscles, because your muscles get used to how you use them. So you kind of plateau and you're not getting any stronger. So you have to introduce new ways and kind of shake things up and train your muscles in different ways to get more results. The same thing applies when it comes to your dancing. You have to train in different ways. Don't only take class. Don't only take choreography classes. Take foundation classes, train at home, study videos, read books, go and live life and be inspired by life, and then bring it into your dance. You have to shake things up. Don't train the same exact way all the time. Also, that's just gonna get boring. It's gonna make you dread training and you're just gonna be over it. So not constantly, it doesn't have to be all the time, but make sure you're every couple months, few months, you introduce a new way of training or a new style or something to your training regimen. It's very, very important. Or also training with the same exact person or the same style all the time. You're gonna have the same vocabulary. You're not going to be able to expand. You're not gonna be diverse in your movement because you're just gonna have the same words that you say all the time. You need to expand on your vocabulary and expand on the languages that you speak. And when I say languages, I'm talking about different styles. Be able to communicate through your movement in different ways. So go and add on to your vocabulary, add on to the different weapons you have. I don't even know what to call it. What do you call it? In your arsenal. See, that's why MJ's here, for words. He can give me the words I don't have. And also, for me, I don't know about you, but when I'm not training, when I'm not getting better, when I'm not developing myself, I start to get real depressed. It just doesn't feel good for me as an artist to just settle in my movement and not continue to work on myself. Even throughout my career, I've had a long career, I've done a lot of different things, danced, taught, choreographed all over the world with the biggest names, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But still, training is what really, really fulfills me and keeps me sane. I also see people training not only just with the same person all the time, but they also train with the wrong people. Now, what do I mean by that? I see a lot of people train with people who are not going to be able to take them to where they're trying to go. It's really, really important that you know what you want and you train with the people that can get you to where you want to go. Different teachers, different choreographers are gonna take you in different kind of directions. So you have to know which direction you wanna go and align yourself with that choreographer or that group of people. Very important. Okay, so that's it for training. That's the first mistake. Mistake 2, comparing yourself. Comparing yourself to others. This is a big, huge problem in dance right now. This is a big, huge problem in the world right now. It's because of social media, we have so much access to different people's lives constantly, every day. You know, you could just quickly swipe like that and just be engaged in so many different people's lives, you know, and it's causing us to compare ourselves so much to this person and that person, and everything looks amazing. Everybody's like, looks amazing. It's like, oh, I should be more like that. I should do more like this person. I should be more like them. That is going to, you can't be a million different people. All you can do is be you. So you really have to be clear on what you want. Be clear on your goals, what you want out of life. And then set up a roadmap, set up a plan that's gonna help you get there. You have to have goals. You have to be clear on who you wanna be, the life you wanna live, and then chase that and stop getting distracted by like all the noise going on. Be happy for people and let them enjoy their life. And you can look at it and be like, oh, that's amazing, that's really cool. Like, hey, maybe one day I'll experience some of that. But don't try to commit to, I want to be more like this person or more like that person. Like, you have one life and this world needs you to be you, because no one can be you the way you can be you. You have a unique set of skills. You have a unique experience in life. And there's a lot people can learn from you specifically. There's a lot people can get from you specifically. So you don't want to waste time trying to be like somebody else. Let them be them. They're going to be them. They're the best person to be them. You know what I mean? And they have their own path, and you don't need to compare yourself to that. They have their own life, and you have your own path. I am so happy living my life, doing the things that I really love to do, that fit me. You know, I would be driving myself insane trying to be more like this choreographer over here or that choreographer over there. They want different things than I want. They want a different lifestyle. They have different interests. They want to be around different kinds of people. So that takes them, their decisions are going to be different than mine. You know, and your decisions need to be different than your friend that you're comparing yourself to. Also, you don't know what they're going through. Everybody has their own issues. You may think, oh, that looks so amazing, their life is so perfect, but you don't see on Instagram or you don't see on social media the struggles that they have. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to really switch places with them, are you prepared to take on all the bad as well? You know, because we want to be so much like, oh, I want to be just like this person. But do you want the health issues that they have? Do you want the emotional issues, the mental issues that they have, the relationship issues that they have? Are you prepared to take on all their problems as well as everything that's going well for them? We didn't just open up a studio and try to do what everybody else does. That's not needed. Why would we do that? That would make no sense. We created our own thing. We do things our own way, and we have our own kind of community that fits us. And whenever we promote anything or whenever we're trying to get people to come into this world, it's people that like what we do and like what we're about, and we have the same values, and that works for us. That's what's right for us. We're not trying to be right for everybody. We're not, and you can't do that. If you wanted to do that, we'd be very, very basic, very plain, and not special at all. No, we want the right people here with the right energy and the right mindset. And that's what makes this place so special. That's what makes the energy so amazing in here, is because we've been able to create that culture. So it's very, very important. Do not compare yourself to others. Make sure you have clarity on what you want, and make sure you set goals. Set goals for yourself. Okay, so here we go. This is the third mistake, and this is a big mistake. This is a big mistake that I see so many creatives make. Beyond dancers, just artists in general, and that's not having a business mindset, not being business oriented, not understanding business and how it works. And I understand we're creatives, we just want to create. We don't want to think about the business and the numbers, we don't want to think about the financials and blah, 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 blah. But the reason it's important is because if you want to make a living doing this, if this is all you want to do, you have to understand how you can take care of yourself financially to be able to do this forever. and not have to go get another job or do something else different. You have to understand your value, and then make sure you are getting what is an even exchange. And I see so many dancers cut themselves short, or they'll just do something for free. And mind you, in the beginning, there will be little free things you do, either for your friends or for like artists that maybe haven't blown up yet, or just different projects to get experience. And we all go through that in the beginning. But then you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, I need the right rates and things have to be done a certain way. I can't just be taken advantage of. So you really have to understand business, how to value yourself, and then also like being professional, showing up on time, making sure you build relationships, make sure you're long-term focused. Yeah, so you want to think about longevity. How can I make sure that I have a long career? And it can't just be about being a good mover. It can't just be about just being, oh, I paint really nice. In dance, we need to start, really it's just valuing ourselves. So many dancers we tell ourselves like, we're the bottom of the totem pole, we don't matter, and we're expendable, and we have really just adopted and bought into that belief, and it's not true. And the day we decide like, you know what, we need to change things, and we need to be respected, and we need to be paid what we're worth. And the moment we come together as a community and say, this is what we're doing, this is how we're moving, this is how things need to be done in this industry, that's when everything will change. Things can't change because, one, everybody is selfish and everybody's just looking out for themselves, and a lot of people will do work just to be able to get an Instagram picture so that their friends think they're cool and they look like they're important and they look like they're successful. Just looking successful is nowhere near as good as actually being successful. We have to be business oriented, and that has helped me so much in my career. Not only as far as like getting jobs, but also staying on jobs, and then also like people, businesses, companies really love to work with me because I understand the other side of it, aside from just the creativity part of it. Aside from the art, I understand what role the art plays in the bigger picture. And if you can understand your small part and how it affects the whole picture, then you're gonna be much more valuable, you're gonna be much more effective in what you do. If you have a bunch of followers, or you're starting to really like gain some traction in your career and create a following, and people love what you do, they're either coming to your classes or whatever it may be, you're building your brand, make sure you have like a next step for that brand. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, okay, how can I hit them with something new next? Like what's my next move after this? Okay, if you're a dancer and it's like, okay, I'm dancing, I'm doing these tours, blah, 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 like what more can I do? Or what's gonna come after this? You know, what do I wanna transition into later? And if you don't know exactly what that is, just make sure you're at least networking with people, connecting with people, building your relationships, educating yourself, reading books, studying marketing, studying business, all that kind of stuff. I know it sounds boring now, but it'll pay off for you so much. Because once you do come up with that idea of like, okay, I want to start this kind of business, or I want to go into creative directing, or I want to go into whatever it is, whatever your next step is, you'll have the education to be able to make it happen. You'll have the relationships to be able to make it happen. And that's a big part of doing anything, is having the relationships. That's the biggest thing. Relationships will help you more than anything else. There's so many people that they're not worried about anything else. They don't think about business, marketing, branding, or building their relationships. All they do is focus on, I just want to be a good dancer. I just want to move really cool. And then that's all they focus on for 10 years, 15 years. And then once their body can't do it anymore, or once they're like, you know what, I'm ready to do something new, they don't have the education to do it. They haven't been studying. They haven't been planting the seeds for it to blossom at this new point in their life. So I would advise anybody watching here on the live, I would advise anybody watching here, start reading, or if you don't like to read, do podcasts, do do like study like successful people, like interviews on YouTube, you know, like just start getting around that kind of information. That's how it started for me when it comes to like saving and investing. I knew nothing about investing like a year ago, but I just started like reading about it. I started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, talking to people who knew more information than I do. And now I'm a lot more comfortable with it. I understand the lingo, and I've finally, it took me like all my life and nobody ever really taught me about it, and I knew I wanted to get into it eventually. But it took a long time for me to just be like, okay, like I'm gonna start doing this, you know, and making small steps into doing it. And now it's like, I'm kind of like almost obsessed with it, you know, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna put my Robinhood, that's where I've started investing, is through Robinhood. I'll put that link down there. I think that is a major thing that could change everything for this industry. I really hope this hits home for you, and I really hope you don't just listen to this and say, oh, that sounds really good. That's, you know, everybody's like, wise words, like, oh, this is so inspirational. But that doesn't matter if you don't do anything about it. You have to go out right now, as soon as this video is done, and you do need to finish it, watch it all the way to the end. As soon as this video is done, you need to go take action. Go do something right now, today. Don't wait like, oh, okay, one day I'll get to that. I'll apply all these things he's talking about. No, it's like, today, why not? There's no better time than right now. Like, as soon as this video is done, what's the smallest step you can take? What's the step you can take to start doing your training different? What's the smallest step you can take to stop comparing yourself to other people? What's the smallest step you can take to get a better business mindset? Maybe you need to pick up a book. Pick up a book, here's traction, but pick up something. I have books all over the place, all the time, because I'm always studying. You can make all the excuses you want right now, but there's somebody that's just like you, that has been through similar things as you. No one is just like you, but there's someone who has a similar story or similar struggles that you have, but they're figuring it out. They're making it happen. You know, they're not making excuses for themselves. And that's a big thing I wanna say here before this video is done. Let's not make any excuses. Trust me, I used to be there. I used to blame everybody. I used to blame the weather and my mom and my dad and I didn't get this, and I blamed the school, and I blamed the government, and I had everything. I was blaming everything. And when I switched my mindset and I took responsibility for my own life, and responsibility for my own happiness, and responsibility for my own success, that's when things started changing for me, because I started to realize I have the power to change everything. I have the power, and I'm going to use that power to do whatever I need to do to get where I need to get where I want to get, because we have one life. You have one life. You have one life. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? That's another thing I wrote down, actually. Is like, so many people expect things will just come to them. Like, oh, like it's just going to happen. It's just, no. Nothing. It's rare for things to just happen. You have to go get it. You have to go make it happen. You have to make it happen. Not somebody put you on. Not somebody does it for you. You go make it happen. You go become the person you want to be. You go build the career you want to have. You build the body you want to have. The mindset you want to have. You have to create it, and you have the power to create it. If I can do it, somebody who used to be depressed, somebody who grew up with not knowing my biological father, my stepdad was abusive, I dropped out of high school, all these different things, and I own a business, and I've been able to establish a brand, and I've been able to travel the world. I have all the excuses in the world, right? And I know some people have even more than me. I know some people have been through way worse than me, right? But regardless, you have the power to change your life. You have the power to shift things, and that's what I want for you. So go get it, go make it happen. It starts today, it starts right now. Thank you so much. I hope this helped you. If it did help you, send it to someone, share it, spread it, subscribe, like, comment. This is what helps us. We're really trying to push YouTube, and the better we can do on YouTube, we can maybe make some money and get a better mic so you can really actually hear me. Yeah, we appreciate you all tuning in, both on the live and here on YouTube. And make sure you follow me on Instagram because I do this live pretty often. And some stuff I only do on the live. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Antoine Troupe. Follow at MJ Follow at Brandon Esparza. The whole team. Follow at KM Dance Academy. That's my school. This is what we do. We train dancers. We build up the next generation of professional dancers. Not just on skill level, but mindset and just overall, just holistically. This is where you come to be a professional dancer. If you're ever in LA, come check us out. It's amazing. Okay, I want to shout out a couple people who've left some really cool comments. But I want to shout out first Robert Bennett. He said, thank you so much, man. I know we talked a bit via DMs on Instagram about this a bit. This was a much needed affirmation for me, especially hearing you speak from your own personal experiences. Keep posting content like this. You're genuinely changing lives and making an impact on people. Yo, much love to you, bro. Much love, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate your feedback and constant support and just communication and conversation and the exchange. And yeah, man, I appreciate you supporting me, for real. Thank you so much, man. The next one is, I don't even know how to say this, but it's Tika 1978. I am so here for this. Wow. Very grateful for your insight. I found myself just nodding and agreeing with every single thing you were saying. I'm a choreographer and a teacher, and I'm really looking forward to any videos you do like this. I'm showing this to my dancers tomorrow and watching it again for myself for the few classes I actually get to take. Yo, that's super dope. And you know what I love about this one is, you know, they're spreading it, you know? And that's what we want more than anything. We want to spread this information, spread the knowledge. Don't be selfish. Don't just hold on to this for yourself. You know, spread it out, share it with people. That's what it's all about, man. I love that. Thank you so much, Tika 1978. I appreciate your comment. Look forward to hearing from more of you. Thank you for watching. That clap was probably hella loud. Make sure you subscribe right this moment. Turn on the notification bell so as soon as this amazing, beautiful content goes up, you can see it first, quickly, ASAP. Do it. Yes, notification bell, subscribe, like, comment. Peace. Cue music. I don't know.